In this section, we are going to build a chain, and at the same time, we're going to explore the new rigid deformation option found under curve deformation. To start, I'll start with a simple rectangular shape. Press K. Also, I'm going to mute, select the path material, switch to pencil, and draw a path. Press K, unmute. Let's switch this to lines only option, turn on loop lines, and let's reduce the line thickness a little. And next I'm going to 2D bevel this, just to give it a little roundness. Something like this, and let's increase the segments also. And okay, this looks fine for a piece of the chain. Now let's turn on array. Next, let's expand the bevel options and reduce the X offset just enough so that the loops will be inside each other. And also let's give this a 90-degree rotation, which means that every time I add a new copy here, it'll have a 90-degree rotation. The second one, rotated 90 degrees, will look just like the first one, as in the example. And we can add as many copies as we like. Let's also apply curve deformation. Expand the options and choose custom path. And also click stretch option so it will fit the curve perfectly. Maybe we can increase the copies in under array. And now this is fine, except that if I increase the copies, you will see that there are some deformations in curved areas. And normally, of course, a chain does not deform like a string or a rope. So turn on rigid option. Now we need to reduce the copies, of course. Rigid means that there will be no deformation on the loops themselves, only on their placement and alignment to the curve. And here's our chain. We can adjust the thickness some more. We can also play with the scale of these loops. And let's say I'd like them to be a little thicker on the narrow end. And for that, all we have to do is just scale the x-axis. Now, as you can see, the lines themselves are not getting deformed when I scale this. I can also scale them in the x, and if I increase the copies until they are inside each other again, and now here we have a different kind of chain. Tilt only works with non-destructive options, so let's turn on non-destructive and turn on tilt and press clear if nothing is happening, and increase the size. Size controls how far the tilt affects along the curve, and you can also change how the curve is distributed. In this case, maybe I'm going to use linear, and there you are. For the moment, it is not possible to keep the rigid deformation live, but if you would like this in non-destructive mode, simply turn off rigid, and we have to make some adjustments. And if you press K, select our path object and press tab to go into edit mode, and let's activate proportional editing. And if I select one of these points, you can see that I can control the chain. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. See you next time.